Hello, man. Hello. Welcome back to another video, man, of Watches of Realms. Super excited about this. We are taking this game very slow, day by day. Also, with just everything else going on, there's a lot going on, and of course, as you guys know, I'm always like multitasking several accounts. Oh wait, I wanna click on this for a second. Wait, this. Oh yeah, I wanted to. Oh, it doesn't show me here. Yeah, it's not gonna show me. Okay, so let's go back. I still don't know where to find stuff at though. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're really excited about the reroll process for the game. As you guys know from my other videos and my other content, yeah, extremely excited about that beginning process of the game and possibly getting the best possible start that you can get in a game that you enjoy, right? And so this is not something new. A lot of people, a lot of content creators also in different games find joy in this exact same thing. So I get to see a lot of other people doing it. I get to see a lot of other people who are into it come to my channel, respond, comment. It's exciting, and it's always exciting, the reroll process, especially in this particular case, in this game where it doesn't really take that long, this whole process. And once again, I did some research and I watched a couple of videos, and some people, some content creators were talking about how it may not be beneficial to do it because you do get a lot of great rewards as the game progresses, and that's very true. It's very true. And so but I do think that after running several reroll accounts in the very beginning, when I first started to do it, my first initial goal was to capture one of the most sought out epics to start the game with, to give you the smoothest starting process in the game, and that would be Idril, right? And so, but as I'm kind of shuffling through several accounts at the same time and test playing and running, the other three champions are not bad at all. It's just that she's probably the best one. But if you look at their ratings, and I think I played with all of them except for Theowin, I think. Yeah. But anyway, so that was the first challenge, was to try to get Idril. And it's kind of not hard, but it's random. So as you invest 15-20 minutes of your time, and then that first epic that you draw is not her, I think a lot of people were just tempted just to re-roll, right? So me, on the other hand, so after doing it lots of times, and I did pull her, and of course now I'm looking for additional pulls besides her to make the account even more exciting, right? And I didn't see a legendary for a while, and then I started to see, actually before then, because I didn't see one, and so I immediately did a search on the internet to see if people do in fact pull legendaries in their initial reroll, and the answer was yeah, they do. And so I was just like, okay, we're gonna keep going with this. And so we've been doing that, and then we've got some really super exciting accounts, in which I'm gonna leave them in the description below. Those are starting rerolls. I have not attached emails to them. They're sitting on my hard drive, and hopefully my hard drive doesn't crash and I won't lose them. But There are going to be future giveaways, man. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. And then in the process, I've been keeping up with them, logging onto them so that maybe possibly I'll pull another one. And in that process of just logging onto them, and I guess after the third, fourth day, you get a bunch of shards just by logging in and some random stuff. I actually pulled a second legendary on 3 of the accounts. So now those rerolls are sitting on 3 legendary champions plus epics in a starting role. I've only done chapter 1 stage 9, right? And so you're gonna start the game off with 3 legendaries and a bunch of epics. So, and I'm holding on to those accounts, and I'm gonna be giving them away real soon. I've been receiving lots of feedback, lots of tips on the game. So I greatly appreciate your support. I greatly appreciate you guys stopping by and leaving comments and subscribe, and appreciate it. There's lots to learn about this game. I'm super new, and so any advice I could get, you guys leave it in the comments below. I could definitely use all the help that I could get. What I've come up with right now in terms of rerolls is there's a lot of promo codes out there. Not saying that all the promo codes are going to be active forever, but as of today's date, which is the 14th, there's a bunch. There's about a good. There's probably more, but I've been using 5 promo codes out there, and it's given me an additional several hundred diamonds and 4 to 5 extra shards. So as of right now, I've checked, and I think somebody commented on we were going back and forth about specifics, and I think I mentioned it was 13 shards and over 1,000 diamonds. And so you do the math on that comes out to roughly 24-ish. After you run those 24-ish, you come up with another 4, that's 28. And then there's a few other things that you can do, give or take, I don't know, maybe 5 more. So you're looking at over 30 shards for a reroll account. That's what I kind of came up with. I'm super happy with the 13 and over 1,000 diamonds, and then another 4 after you pull them. It's been giving me so much success, even just to start the game off with a really, really good legendary and some key epics. Seems to be helpful. I'm talking if I know that these legendaries and epics are going to help me out greatly. But I think I mentioned in the video previously that in any game that you play, you could have the best of the best, right? But until you learn the mechanics of the game, it's meaningless, it's useless, right? So that's kind of where I fall into this game right now. I'm still learning the game and enjoying it. So again, these rerolls are just for people who want the best possible start of the game. It doesn't mean that with these accounts, these great legendary champions, you're gonna steamroll from 1 to 100 or whatever in X amount of time and steamroll blast through everything. If you're new to the game, you still gotta learn the game, so that's still gonna take some time. But it's nice to start the game out with some good stuff, right? And so that's kind of what we're gonna be doing here, man. And so as you see here, I'll just give you a little overview of the count that I got, and the guys. This was the first one that I pulled. The first legendary that I pulled, and I look at stats. I know sometimes this is not the main. You shouldn't always go by these numbers. Sometimes these are not 100% accurate. I also go onto YouTube and check the other content creators out there, and so some really, really good numbers on Beelzebub. I also pulled Silas right after that, and I look at his numbers, and I'm like, oh my gosh, high fives. And then I, most recently pulled Numera, who's another legendary who's up there. And so I have a good team. I also pulled Dolores, which happens to be a really, really nice, one of the more notable healing epics, right? I did not start off with Idril in this account. Again, I said to myself after not pulling Idril, I wasn't going to just stop pulling. I said, let me just keep pulling, and I ended up pulling a legendary. So I said a legendary over Idril. I got to take that. I got to take those odds, and that's where I'm at today. So yeah, the count is going smoothly. Of course, I'm running into some issues. I started to build and beef this guy up as a tank. I also did some research on, top tanks, and I don't think his name came up as one of those tanks. So I'm kind of struggling from the tank standpoint. The only other tank, actually, I do have Byron, which I just most recently pulled because, as you can see here, he's not leveled up. I think he's one of the notable ones, tanks that they kind of prefer. So I might see what he has. At the moment, I did level up Titus, and so we'll see what I could do with him. But I'm having a great time with the game, learning it. As you can see here, there's tons of things that I have to collect. In terms of campaign, this is where I'm at right now. I just started chapter 6, and I know that there's there's tons. Oh my goodness, there's tons. So I have a long way to go, man. Again, not rushing the game. I appreciate all the feedback, and I can't wait to. I know that one of the feedback was when the banner comes up for the legendary Wukong. Once that comes up, to definitely save your shards and to go for that legendary champion. It's one that you could use, and so I've been saving. I still, I didn't pull. I'm saving my diamonds. I don't know when that banner's coming up, but it should be coming up soon because I started this account with another account that I have going on at the same time, and that one is currently in the phase. So I have like 2 days, 3 days to really push as much as I can to get summons to try to get that legendary champion. So I'll keep you guys posted, man. Thank you guys for watching. Until the next video, man. Deuces.